So doctors are looking out for new systems, the latest technology-based or mobile-based and tab-based systems. But the challenge that they are facing is the usability part of it. They want something which saves time for them, but still they want to use the best system of theirs. Second most important thing is they want something specialized to their, whatever the area they deal with. They don't want a general system and which needs a lot of their training or kind of a learning and relearning, etc. So they want something which is customized for them, which gives them a kind of usability that they can start using from the day one, which is going to save time, which is going to get them more efficiency and productivity. I think that part of system, I think in India we are finding it a little difficult when you compare that with an integrated ERP system. There are a lot of standalone startup products which does this activity, but then the integration with our core ERP engines or HIS products is a big challenge. Otherwise, doctors are comfortable using the latest products as long as we give them the way they want to use it. Definitely, if you ask me exactly last 2 to 3 years, I think now the technology is driven by the management and it is getting implemented by the head ITs or CIOs. So I think now it's no longer that as a CIO has to go back to the chairman or the board of management or the directors to talk about the IT. It comes from them now. That's the honest thing, and they have very clear understanding on the commercials and the budgeting aspect of it, and they are more. In fact, their expectations are more than the CIOs and IT heads, honestly. But the challenge that they are facing is in terms of getting what they want to get, basically the value of investment, which so far they didn't experience that with most of the IT implementations. So I don't think majority of IT companies or solution providers or the IT departments of the hospitals were able to convince the investors with reference to the value of investment so far. But definitely there is a huge change in the approach from the top management, especially from the investors, as well as the top CXOs who are running the organizations. See, definitely patients started comparing their OP visits or IP visits with hotel check-ins and mall kind of visits. So because the way hospitals started responding to their expectations also like that, they if you see the brand new hospitals, you don't ever feel like you are walking into a hospital. The kind of the infrastructure, kind of the flooring or seating, etc. So naturally the patient expectation also changed from a traditional hospital to like kind of a 5-star services. And we charge them sometimes, and then they expect that kind of a services also. So patient is definitely expecting, even in case of online appointment or mobile-based appointment system, we shouldn't just stop just taking the appointment alone online. The moment the patient takes an appointment online, which is a confirmed appointment, they expect you to treat them when they arrive at the hospital little different from the walk-in patients, which most of the hospitals are equipped to do it. They just started with the appointment system, but they didn't back them up with the kind of receiving them and making sure that they are comfortable on arrival and they are given preference over the walk-in patients, etc. So unless we handle those kind of operational aspects of it, giving that experience to the patient just by technology or just by investing wouldn't really make sense. So whether it is an appointment at the reception, or whether it is like getting admission or getting discharged, even they don't want to wait on the kind of a canteen for 3 hours while the discharge is happening. So I think when you're charging them a premium amount, please ensure that they are sitting in a comfortable place. Tell them in advance about the discharge process, etc. So that's why the patient experience is really like yet to be satisfied to the level or to the extent what ideally it should have been, even after investing a lot of money and time in terms of innovations and the infrastructure aspect of it. So definitely we can do a lot better in satisfying the patients and giving them what they deserve to get. I think there is equally I think all are responsible for success as well as failure of the IT implementations. From the provider perspective, you really see, we do not maintain, except morning there was a debate as well in terms of standards. For example, a solution provider spends a lot of time and money, and then they invest on a kind of developing a huge application. but no hospital or no institution for that matter is willing to really even look at the application as is version, even for the demonstration purpose. Even during the demonstration, they expect a customized version to be there, for the end users. So if the hospital, if the IT companies are going to invest a lot of money and time, even for the first demonstration, and actually they got to really collect the money back at some point in time. So that is where the implementation and the commercial aspects and the resource issues comes up. So hospitals should have some kind of standardization in terms of what are the basic requirements they are kind of going to expect from the IT solution providers. So then there can be a certain percentage of effort and money for the customization, personalization. But even the basic functionality itself, I think there are a lot of variations between the hospitals A and hospital B. That is where the providers are facing problem. Similarly, between when I change from one provider to the other, IT provider, hospitals are facing a lot of problem because they don't, kind of follow any specific standard. So I think today the standardization has to come from both the ends. At least to an extent, they should reach a point, and on top of it, they can keep the personalization and customization as a variable factor. Today, I think 90% is variable and 10% is what stands fixed. So that is the biggest challenge. It works for smaller hospitals, especially for 30 bedded and below, which is our 87% of statistics says like 80 to 80% of hospitals are less than 100 beds. For those category, I think the service model would definitely be a better option. But for larger hospitals, I think CapEx would still be a better option, because the kind of we wouldn't know like exactly how much we would end up paying in the service model or kind of a OPEX model. So I think unless we get that kind of a clarity, I think CapEx model will still be a better model for larger group of hospitals, and for smaller hospitals, service model can be explored.